Right, the main reason for the video, it's really all about me trying to get to the truth and know exactly what happened to my son. We've been on a long journey, we've been through the courts, we know that side of events. Luckily, through basically private video, Morgan killers were found straight away. They were known to the police, straightforward ID, they were arrested, so it really took the worry away from us about finding Morgan's killers, so we were lucky. But then comes the problem that we are now asking what was going on in Meadow Court, what exactly was going on with Declan Gray, and also with Carlton Gray in the Meadow Court area. They were crashing on in other people's apartments who were council tenants, I presume. I don't know the full story, so I'm asking questions as opposed to knowing all the answers. In the video you'll see me walking through what happened to Morgan and his friends that night, just showing people who may not know what the area is like. It's not the area, it's people that make things bad, and there's so many questions we've got regarding Simon Rothbottom, the fact that he was able to go on national television and brag about his lifestyle, the fact that he was claiming benefits and you could see him lifting weights and just showing all these. It's quite disturbing in a way that he's able to do what he wanted. I want to know who was in charge of him. Regarding Declan, who I feel is to me the equivalent of a lion or a tiger in the zoo that's been allowed out. He's a caged animal. Do we blame the animal or do we blame the zookeeper? Do we blame the zookeeper or do we blame the zoo owners? That's what I feel is the issue regarding Declan. We know he'd served prison sentence, he went in as a juvenile for, they called it manslaughter, but he killed another person. Declan served his full sentence because when you get a manslaughter sentence you'll only do half your sentence. Declan was released and committed more violent crime, so he actually served his full sentence because of violence. So when it came to releasing him, he was released into the public with no conditions, nobody checking him. He was released in the June of 2015, 3 or 4 months before what happened to our son. Declan was arrested. Well, I don't know if he was arrested, but he certainly was known to the police for violence during that time. Was it predictable that this was going to happen at some stage? My son paid the ultimate cost, the ultimate price. He died because somebody allowed Declan to be in the public. And I think we need a review of the whole situation, the build up. Surely somebody in the Meadow Court area had raised concerns with what was going on with the crime, with these type of people. I know I've seen things on the internet, community forum, where there are a lot of good people in the area. There always is good people, and their voices weren't being heard. I want to know who is responsible, who is the ultimate zoo owner or zookeeper who let us down. Morgan should have been able to walk from the town talk to the crew that night with his friends in safety. Meadow Court was not a dangerous place. He should have been able to walk through Meadow Court. That's what we pay our taxes for with the police. You Google police, it says protection. They weren't protected. I don't know the story. I believe a review needs to take place in the before, the build up and the night. Somebody needs to look into the multi-agencies, probation, the council, the police, to find out, was this preventable? And I think it will be found to be preventable, but let's see, for peace of mind for other people, because if it all gets swept under the table or under the carpet, nothing is learned and it will happen again. We don't gain anything because we've already lost Morgan. We've lost our son because he walked past those flats. And that's really hard to take, that normally you die for a cause or for a reason, and it's not right. It's not right what happened. So if you have time to watch the video, it will give you a little understanding what's going on in that area. Thank you for watching.
Today's benefits Britain, the welfare state is being cut back like never before.
It reminds me of a prison cell, which is like A wing, B wing, C wing.
And that makes life even tougher if you've done time behind bars.
They're gonna go. I'll get you off on the charge.
In Benefits Britain, it's reckoned around 1 in 5 people on out-of-work benefits have done a stretch in prison. And Simon Rowbotham is one of them. At 39, he's got 113 convictions against his name. And counting. But at least he's not done time for a decade or so.
Get a curry.
Si's been trying to go straight on benefits, but he's struggling.
I'm on ESA at the minute. I have to go to job centre every week. By the time it boils down to it, I end up with about £86 a fortnight to live on. If I didn't have help from my friends and my neighbours, I'd be fucked.
On top of the cash, Si also gets a 1-bed benefits flat in Nuneaton near Coventry. And having spent years behind bars, he's used to a pad that's a little on the small side.
This is just a basic bedsit. This is the kitchen. I feed different microwaves because I can't put a cooker there, so where do I put a cooker in here? It's a stupid layout, really.
Si might be strapped for cash, but he can still afford a few indulgences.
There's my bathroom at the minute. There are the cots on there. I've got about 40 different cots, designer cots. There are designer cots in there. How'd you get in the bath? I sent my bike out. I have never had a flat. This is my first place, so everything I've got means something to me, and everyone's got a place. These like all jeans I've bought, Levi's, Crosshatch, Valentino, Armani. I just like to collect hats. I suppose that's from being in jail, when you display your toiletries in jail. Even when people ain't got no shampoo left in the bottle, they still fill it with water and put it on the side like they have got shampoo in it. And I suppose that's just the same as like being in prison, taking pride in what I've got. Prison didn't reform me. A good woman reformed me.
But despite that good woman, Si is on probation again. At least now he's part of a community that isn't behind bars.
I run this block. Nobody steals around here. We look after each other around here. It reminds me of a prison cell too, where I live here. This is like A ring, B ring, C ring, and I've been stuck here 10 years trying to move on. So I'm still stuck in the gutter until I move from here.
Career criminal Cy Robotham is already trying to make up for his past.
I've got to press another flat to let me in because she can't get out of the bed.
No work means plenty of free time to help the neighbours, starting with his mate's wife, who gets benefits for her disabilities.
You alright, boss? Doing another jukebox? No. Yeah, I bet. Lying bastard. Hey, Steve. And Sue's my neighbour. She has Parkinson's and she's bedbound. She can't get out of bed and do anything, so she needs help. She does have carers that come 3 times a day, but they're not here to feed her or anything like that. So I just come across basically to help her. You bet all your mouth, Barb?
Oh, something's wrong.
You didn't even give me one.
You won't then.
John, moving up the bed, love. Everything.
And Cy's got conviction number 114, possessing a sledgehammer as an offensive weapon.
So this is Bottle Street where the boys walked through into Meadow Court. I'm not sure whether it's this balcony over here or not. It was one of the balconies in this vicinity where they were shouted at. They would have walked down here, I believe. We've already been approached by somebody. Rose Bottom's place. This is how far away they were attacked. Pretty much this is where Adam was attacked. Punched, knocked to the floor by Declan Carlton and stabbed, while at the other side of the street behind me, the white garage is where Craig was being attacked. Morgan had walked back to help Craig and fought Simon off, managed to push Craig forward. Declan and Carlton run across. To attack Morgan. Around about here. This is where the fight ensued a little bit off camera, but then as they walk to this point here, this is where it was all caught on camera. I can just bring you back to what I think is most telling. The only decent camera in this whole place that got them arrested was here on the wall, which has now been stolen. Thieves know exactly where the cameras are. They've stolen it. What does that tell you about what's going on? In court, the judge gave Declan credit for walking away from Morgan. This was the point where Morgan had been stabbed. Declan walks away for 10 or 15 seconds. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the TA centre where the knife was found. Declan obviously threw into the centre. The judge in court gave Declan credit for actually not wanting to kill Morgan because he let him go. I think he was exposing of the evidence. That's where it was found. 5 seconds, 6 seconds, back to Declan, back to Morgan. But Rothbottom had encouraged him to leave as there was a car which had pulled alongside by this time, which was the man who stole Morgan's phone, were watching. There was no reason, they would have carried on, I believe. They were self-preservation. Let's have a look at the other cameras. There is nothing around here. NHS, and that is the council on a rotating sensor timer, which actually got the usual thing where can anybody identify these people because it's so god awful. The camera I'm using today costs £400. You can see in HD quality the imagery from that camera. Just a waste of time. You can just see the figures but you can't make out who the people are. What got Morgan a sort of justice is that private CCTV camera, which is no longer there, stolen, as the boys were on the way down to the crew, which is just behind me now. So there we have it. It's good to see there's an alcohol restricted zone around here. How about drugs?